So if you're speaking something, I think your mic is on mute.
Hi, are we good to start?
Yeah, sure. So I think we should start the session. And before we start the session, I also have a small announcement. So post the open house discussion is over at 5:30, we'll be having a quizzing round. And so the quiz is going to span for around 10 minutes. No response will be accepted after 5:40. And the top five fastest responses and correct responses are going to get Amazon vouchers worth rupees 500. So yeah, looking forward to your participation in the quiz itself. And Shraddha, over to you. We can continue with our open house discussion on business models.
All right. Hi, everybody. So, like we discussed last time, that you could come up and share your business model canvas, and any doubts or any questions you have, we could address that. So, who wants to start with today? Hello? Who wants to start?
Yeah, participants, please feel free to put forward your PMCs. This is our time to refine it for your final submissions for the ideation stage.
Have you guys not made it at all? Hello?
So maybe we can have a general discussion around the topic. Meanwhile, they prepare to present their PMCs.
Okay. So guys, if you don't have your BMC ready, is there anything you want to discuss? In fact, a few of you were talking about some of the challenges you have in pricing or some scenarios you were talking about. So do you want to discuss that? Because it's an open house. So you might as well take advantage of it and check. I mean,
Sir, I haven't gone to the details of the pricing. All other things I have been done because already I was a participant last cohort.
okay, Jake.
Shall I present
Ahead.
some what I have
And
prepared in my okay.
yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So admin, can you just give Jaikumar the permission? So there's a message, Tadiva. Am I getting your name right? Tadiva?
Yes, sir.
Available. So was there any video shared? This was about business model canvas that we had and what components go into it. And so maybe you could look up the link. I think that will be shared with you. But if you have any specific questions towards that, you can do that. Or if there are more people, I could just share the presentation across in the chat itself. You could go through it. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. That's okay, sir.
That's okay. All right.
Share the presentations link along with me and post my email address here. So I am a program executive at NASCOM Foundation. I'll share with all the cohort 8 participants.
You have already shared, Shreya?
No. I'm saying that you can share
You
the
will share.
presentation with me. I'll share it with all the cohort 8 participants.
Okay.
Just a second. I'm putting my email address in the chat.
Or I'll send it on chat or directly to you.
Okay.
So I just made a PDF of it. So no, it's not taking it. I can't really share it on this. So maybe you can share your email ID and I'll send it there itself because I'm not
Yes,
able
sir,
to
sure.
put it in
Shared.
the chat room. Okay, got it.
Excuse me, ma'am. Shreya, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, actually, I didn't get my laptop. So if you give me your mail ID, I would send my presentation to you. I'm actually right now in the college, and my business model
Okay.
canvas is in the laptop, and I didn't get it. So if I could send
Okay.
it to you.
Fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
I've
Jaikumar,
shared
are you
my
sharing anything?
I've shared my email address on the chat box. Okay, you can share your presentations around with me.
No, sir. As this discussion is going on, I haven't started sharing. Shall I start?
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, if you have the permission, you can do that. Why I'm mailing it.
Okay.
Mail is sent, Shreya.
I haven't received it yet, so
I've
might
sent it.
be
Maybe you can just refresh
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Good evening, all. My topic, my startup project name is Universes 1 for Smart Higher Education. A smart, human-centric, comprehensive, stakeholder satisfactory higher education sector. Problem statement: fragmented stakeholder engagement and siloed systems continue to hinder the effectiveness and inclusivity of India's higher education sector despite NEP 2020 reforms. Quality assurance mechanisms remain inadequate, limiting institutional performance and learner outcomes. Emerging technologies like AI, blockchain, digital twins, and IoT are underutilized, creating a gap in delivering personalized, efficient, and future-ready education. Solution: a dedicated platform, online and offline, to ensure comprehensive stakeholder satisfaction in higher education sector of India by bridging gaps among customers, service providers, and resources through effective communication, evaluation, coordination, and use of existing knowledge and technologies, traditional and advanced. Novelty of solution: human-centered transformation beyond mere digitization, full lifecycle stakeholder engagement across academic, administrative, and socio-emotional domains, digital twin use of for institutional, faculty, learner, and service simulations, blockchain-backed trust networks for operations, credentials, evaluations, and audits, inclusive platform architecture spanning urban and rural, online and offline, QQM revival through modern tech infusion, uncommon in current digital education projects. These are some details of solution providers in Coimbatore district. I am not detailing it. So my business canvas model is this one. Key partners: government and NGOs, universities and education institutions, edutech companies, product and service providers in higher education sectors. Key activities: listing and evaluation of potential customers, knowledge, technology and databases, potential product and service providers, customer acquisition. Then key resources: relevant knowledge, technology, hardware and software, trained personnel for marketing and service. Value proposition: ensuring highest possible quality for all stakeholders of the sector, creating a platform for addressing quality and performance issues various stakeholders of higher education, means students, faculties, institutions, service providers, agencies like universities, etc., AICT, etc. Then customer relations, enabling online and offline consultation, hassle-free service of quality improvement with cost effectiveness, trust by validating credentials of quality and productivity improvement practitioners and service providers. Channels: Android and iOS apps, websites, regional and local offices, university and higher educational institutions. Customer segment: potential and actual students, parents, faculties, and staff of higher education sector, higher education institutions, release service providers and agencies. Then cost structure: acquiring and management of knowledge and technology database. Then customer acquisition, infrastructure, hardware and software, validating credentials of training personnel and service providers. Revenue streams: online and offline consultation, commission from product and service providers, and then fees from agencies and customers. This is my business canvas model. I haven't prepared a detailed costing and pricing structure. Anyway, this is a sample of our model wireframe. And this is the block diagram. The marketing customer requirements are and evaluated at
Yeah. Okay, if you have to.
the portal. So similarly, the current novelty of solution is here. Current status. This is for novelty of solution. Feature: stakeholder type, educate status, BYJU'S and mostly student focused. Government initiatives, FIM, NID, NIRF, most administrative and data focused. Our project multi-stakeholder. Technology depth, basic AI, mobile first apps, databases, dashboards for government initiatives, our project TQM AI, IoT, blockchain, digital twin, integration, isolated tools, disparate systems, unified stakeholders ecosystem for our project. Human centricity law for edutech, medium for government, high industry 5 emphasis. Offline support, minimal government centers for government initiatives, strong regional and national funds for our project. Then these are the market potential. India has over 1,000 universities, 40,000 colleges with 40 million plus students. Capturing just 10% of this market could generate 2,500 to 4,500 crore annually. AI and wellness service hiring solution integration at 500 to 1,000 crore in opportunity. Government schemes and CSR funding can contribute 1,000 plus crore yearly. Similarly, challenges in developing countries offer global expansion opportunities for this platform. These are the expected impact. Can reduce operation cost up to 30% through automation and centralized services. Student and faculty can save 20 to 40% of time on routine tasks with AI-based assistance. IoT and digital twins can improve energy and infrastructure efficiency by 15 to 25%. Blockchain will cut costs by eliminating record duplication and fraud. Real-time data will help institutions make faster, more accurate decisions. Overall, the project enhances productivity while conserving financial, human, and physical resources. Okay, sir.
Right. So basically, you've yet to build the product, correct?
Yes, a prototype has to be made. The only idea is the only there. I have to read with scratch that prototype. This
Yeah.
softwares.
So, Jaikumar, uh, you are proposing to build a multi-stakeholder platform with all the keywords of all the technologies, IoT, blockchain, AI. What is the starting point?
Pardon,
Who is
sir?
the first stakeholder that you will bring on board?
Yes, I think if in the before full scale, I think basically students because unorganized there are for established institution and smart students, much of service from outside may not be required. But for that people who are marginalized in every regions and in every sectors, institutions, faculties, students, maybe there
Now,
are
hold your thought,
are
Jaikumar. Hold your thought.
okay.
See,
Okay.
first of all, business model canvas is a tool, right? Why do you need
Okay.
business model canvas? Not just to submit it for some program. It is something you as an entrepreneur need to have to give you the clarity of approach to your own business. What are the touch points? What are the aspects that impact your business? What are internal to it, intrinsic to it? What are external to it? What are the dependencies? What is the degree of dependencies? Do you get me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
So that is why you need to have a business model canvas for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So if
Okay.
you're doing it and if you do it like widespread for, anybody and everybody is my target, like student is a target, institution is a target, university is a target, content creator is a target, it's
Too big.
won't
But
work
sir,
at this stage. So if you
yes,
say
sir.
first target is student, you
Yeah.
map out your business model canvas for from the student perspective.
Okay, sir. Anyway, sir, I think I can basic in a basic minimum viable model. I think some basic features can be addressed first. That can be some shortcomings in prominent shortcomings in these stakeholders, which can
Yeah,
be
see,
very much
what happens
addressed.
is, see, what happens is that, see, when you're approaching something like this, see, there is one customer who you think is easy to acquire, right? In your
Uh,
case, you said
yeah, yes,
student. Okay, so if you say student is your first level of customer, then you need to map out what are the things that will motivate this customer target, segment to come onto your platform. What will be the motivation for them to look at joining this platform? And
yes,
then you have to worry about what is it that you will have to build here that will ensure they're coming onto this platform.
yeah, yes.
And
How we
then
can
what
serve
is
them?
a
how we
Sorry?
can serve them? How
Yeah.
we can serve those who are approaching us?
See, serve or not, but engage to
Yes.
start, right?
Okay.
You got to engage them first. Somebody
Okay.
has to come in, the student has to come onto it either directly or, if you are riding on some other, maybe a university platform.
Okay.
A university has an ERP. University also has a platform where there are students get an
Yes. Yes.
access
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
So you could plug in whatever you do into it. So if you look at it in that route, then you may have to have proposition for university. Why should university give you access to it? So,
Okay.
right. So then what happens
I
is
know.
that you first targeted students. To access students, you go to the university. Then why university give you access? Then you need to have something for the university.
Okay.
And something
Okay.
that is for the university may not be relevant directly to the student. Or is it something that can be relevant to student and the university at the same time? So you need to look at what is it that will motivate university to give you an access to, what is it that will also engage students,
Okay.
and that is an entry point.
Okay,
And
sir.
then what are the things it takes from a technology standpoint, from a content standpoint, and then the accessibility, usability, and monetizability on that. So
Okay.
you need to look at these things. And are there other dependencies? Do you need to depend for technology and other stakeholders? Do you need to depend on other
Okay.
stakeholders for even generating the content? So you need to
Okay.
map out those people.
Okay.
So that is how you arrive at your canvas, where you know what do you achieve. So if anybody looks at the canvas, they should know who are targeted, and you could
Oh,
ideally have even a timeline for it. See, this is where I
okay.
was suggesting. Were you there in the call previously?
Yeah, yeah, but I was not. I was in last session. I was there, but I was not able to fully attend online there. But
Okay, no problem. That's where I was saying that, see, uh, I have published my modified business model canvas on which I was talking about, uh, uh, during the workshop. I guess you were there and you were not there. So I have published it on LinkedIn. So you could actually go and take a screenshot of that, or you can download it also, I think. See, the idea is that it is time bound. If you look at it, I also
oh,
say that you should relook at your business model canvas every 6 months, because every time we start something, we start with a set of assumptions. So after 6 months, we'll have to revisit to see what are those assumptions that have changed, updated. Like we said, right now, if you start with a student, then to get access to the student, then you go to the university. And then in between, you think university may be far-fetched from their expectation point of view. It may be a lot easier to go to some autonomous colleges. Then the expectations change. So
uh,
so you
sir,
need to map out each of it and
okay,
then try to look at a bigger picture at a later point in time. So that is
okay,
where you'll have to keep modifying it in the course of time.
okay, sir. Sir, basically, my ambition is to bridge the gaps, connect the customers with the right service providers and other stakeholders, connecting them basically.
It's
Correction
fair.
may be in the second
Yeah.
side. Okay, anyway, because if
It's
student like that,
no, it's
faculty or
fair
institute,
point, but only thing is that,
but
see, there has to be
uh, time
value
bound.
for everybody, right?
Yes,
There
yes,
has to be
okay,
what's the interest of the college to facilitate it? What's the interest of the university to allow it,
okay,
right?
okay,
So
okay.
you need to stitch up
Figure out.
everybody's interest into it and see how everybody gets to benefit. And at the
Okay,
same time, uh, you know, uh, IPs are not lost. Something doesn't get freely copied. You need to make sure that their data are secured.
okay.
And
Blockchain intention of including blockchain was this one.
well, including
Ensuring this.
blockchain doesn't mean that, doesn't mean that it's not a plug and play, right? That, there
The,
is blockchain, so it will, no, it's basically how you design the whole framework? How do you put that architecture? How do you use that? So what blockchain does is that there are how you employ it also makes a difference, and which chain are you looking at it. So in fact, many of them may not want a public chain. Some of them want a private chain. So you may have to have a hybrid which integrates both public and private, where the public is accessible to the students and the university has a private chain, like how the governments are working, right? So where for the citizens, they are okay with public, but when it is internal, they would want it from in a private chain. This is what enterprises also do. So how do you design that architecture? So see, as much as the whole project sounds good, you need to look at how do you and where do you employ each of it, and how do they bring that value that you visualize it presently, and how that translates to the value and secures every stakeholder's interest. So, so that needs to be first, if you write it multiple times individually, and then you can look at overlaying it. So try to do individual use cases and build business model canvas for individual use cases and then integrate it.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, your last time presentation will be shared in our group.
Yeah, I think Shreya is going to
Madam
send
will
it
share.
out to everybody.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be sharing it in the cohort 8 ideation stage group. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, there is a chat message where somebody is asking for it now. I think since he was not there, I don't know how you will handle that, Shreya.
Okay, so I think Prithvi mentioned that he'll be sharing his BMC to me via mail. I
Okay.
haven't
Yeah, you
yet
could go
received
with
it.
that.
I mean, I haven't yet received it. If he wants to share it, he can. Just a second.
Prithvi?
Yeah, I haven't received it yet. Okay, but and another participant like to go ahead with their BMC presentation.
So who else want to?
Yes, Ashmit, please go ahead.
Yeah, Ashmit. You want to share the BMC? Yeah, we can see that. Project Rahat, right? Go ahead. Yeah, Ashmit, did you say good afternoon? Good afternoon. Yeah.
Ashmit, you're not audible.
Can't hear you, Ashmit. Ashmit, maybe do you want to just run the presentation and get to so that you could just understand, then you can post your questions on the chat if you have problem with the network. Or I think maybe your network is weak, that's why you're finding it challenging. If you could share it, send it across to Shreya in the meantime. Maybe the next, I think there is Justin is ready with his presentation. So we could look at Justin. By then you could share this with Shreya. So Shreya will share it. You keep your camera off, not sharing, only with audio. I think we should be able to hear you clearly.
Yeah, I'm sharing my email address once again. Sure. You can share the presentation with me, Ashwin.
Yeah, Justin, you can start the presentation in the meantime while it goes across to Shreya, and maybe Ashmit, you can come back after Justin.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Very clear.
Okay, sir. So I'm at a remote location right now. Just in case if my camera or mic goes off, please to remind me. I'll
Sure.
start with the presentation. So first of all, I would like to say that I will be presenting two teams, representing two teams. So I'll start with the first presentation.
Okay.
So just to be clear, like this is the entire presentation, right? Like what our problem is, what is the solution that we are trying to get to.
Okay, so you've not been able to work on the BMC yet, is it?
I have it in like I could verbally say it to you, might not have it in the presentation.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. So what are your doubts? Where are the challenges? I mean, do you want to get to that part? I mean,
I'll go with the presentation.
okay,
I'll
okay.
hardly take 10 minutes
Sure.
per idea. Okay. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
So hello everyone. Very good evening. I'm Justin Epen George, and along with my team members from Team EmpowerNet, I am here with the Smart Streetlight Streetlight Management System for Mangalpuram Grama Panchayat. So basically, we see that with respect to the global streetlight management, studies have shown that poor street lighting contributes to 20% increase in accidents and crimes in purely poorly lit area. So talking about the background of a community, it is right now the Mangalapuram Panchayat. So it is a panchayat wherein our university is located in. It is a small panchayat, but let's before I get to like how what is the problem, let's get to how we got to the problem. All right. So me along with my team, when we visited the Mangalapuram Panchayat to discuss some other project which we could build, we got to know about a very big issue that they're facing right now, which is the management of street lights. So like, can you take a guess the number of street lights which a small panchayat like Mangalapuram in Kerala has? Can you just take a number, a wide guess?
No idea, Justin.
One might think it is simply 400 or 500, but it is staggeringly more than that. There are around 2,500 streetlights in a small panchayat like Mangalpuram, and that is the case with all the panchayats right now. And right now, the situation is such that if a panchayat member has to, give in a complaint, they have to call the panchayat or directly visit the panchayat. The panchayat has to manually write it down in their register if they remember it, and then they'll contact. So every panchayat has a third party contractor for repairments. So they have to contact the vendor by phone, and then the vendor, they have to find where the street light is and look at what the type of bulb they are using, what type of equipment they are using, and then they have to go back to their shop, and then if they'll remember, then they'll come back and repair it. Okay, so a lot of these things, they take a lot of time, and there is not a system in place to properly see if all of these are working or not. And of course the resident is also in trouble, as in they can't see the process, where the process current is. So the proposed system is wherein we build them a platform such that the resident, they submit a complaint through the app that we give them. So they basically have to add only the street light number. So every particular post, they have their own unique street light number already. So what we'll do is we will make a database wherein we will record all the street lights, their exact GPS location where they are in, and the equipment that they're using, for example like LED or tube light that they're using. So with the help of this database, once they just give us the number, the complaint gets recorded into the system. It goes to the panchayat. Now the panchayat has a fully panel setup wherein, like, if they have more than one vendor, so with the help of just one click, they can send it. Like, this is the system basically. With the just help of a click, they could assign the vendor, and the vendor, now they have the exact location and the equipment that they're using, and directly go in, make the repairs. The panchayat can verify it on their system, and lastly the resident,
Justin,
it has reached over here. Likewise, in their system itself, they could see. Yes.
no,
Hello.
your screen sharing has disappeared, but you had also disappeared and there was no sound. That's why I called out. Yeah.
Even now it's not there.
No, now your camera is on. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll share it once again. So what was the last thing you heard?
No,
Sorry.
there was seems like a long pause. So it's not that you were cut off.
Okay.
Well, even the screen you shared, yeah, your presentation is
So
not there.
actually I was talking, so I'm not sure what was like the last thing. So you heard about the solution which I talked about.
Yes. Heard about the solution. So is this solution you already presented to the CEO of the panchayat?
Actually, a panchayat has a secretary.
Okay.
So, and ward members, we have already talked with them, and we are set to launch on Chingam 1, which is like a Malayalam month. So
Okay.
which would come by August 17, I guess. So we conducted training session to collect the data and a lot many things. So the idea right now, if you talk about the business model right now, what we are thinking is like a SaaS based project, wherein I will provide this as a platform, a software platform to panchayats in and out of Kerala. So basically, we'll start off with Kerala. Right now, the thing is that management of streetlights, it was done by KSEB, basically the Kerala State Electricity Board. So it has recently shifted to the panchayat. So now it is a problem for all the panchayats together. So this is the right time to push it, and also with the elections coming up by December or January, so all panchayats are also trying to get a good name and implement new digital solutions. So this is the right time for us to strike. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm audible.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is basically the idea that we are having.
Okay.
So I the main cost factor for us comes to server cost as of now, to store all the images and the all of the processes. But we anticipate that with
It's a paid
some
project,
panchayats,
right? They are paying you for it.
so the idea is to get this thing implemented in your panchayat, you need to pay first time fee. For example, a very minimal first time fee, 5,000 or 7,000 rupees, wherein we'll come in, we'll train you how to collect data, probably even collect the data for you and set up the platform. And then it's a monthly subscription type model wherein you pay certain amount of fee per month. So basically, for Mangalapuram Panchayat, we are thinking of doing the first time fee for free, and then we'll collect the server cost, like per month cost that we'll have. So like Mangalapuram Panchayat, after we do that, we'll put up a news and try to market it. We are already in talks with 7 other panchayats around.
Well, Justin, the
Yes.
how you maintain, keep, and store your data, user data, is
Uh,
critical. See,
so
government may not
uh,
allow you to keep the data, right?
yes, yes. So we are currently using a server on cloud. So we are currently using something known as Supabase as the database.
Why are you even doing that cloud-based? You could ask, you put the cost on your panchayat. Your software can work for that region, and the infrastructure can sit locally. Data resides there. Data is not with you. Hardware cost is not yours. Connectivity cost is not yours. You just charge a small fee for using on a month on month on the software, only just so that you keep bringing updates to it.
Okay, that is an option. Never thought of it, but
Yeah,
nice one.
because see, it's a localized data used in a small circle, and
Mhm.
government also wants to keep the data. It makes complete sense that you just give them a, uh, backup. Get somebody. They will have their own vendors as well. You need to give them specification that this is what you need. This is the level of connectivity you require, and
Mhm.
your software taps into the data from there itself. They pay you one-time fee,
Okay.
and then they pay you AMC for updates.
Hmm. Okay, that's nice. Good. Okay, we'll think of that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else, sir, like which we could improve or
Oh, well, see, you could look at community participation, because I think Kerala is one of the states where community participation is perhaps one of the highest in the country.
Mhm.
So you can look at tapping that into this project instead of looking at training them. You can get the data coming, see how the data from the uh, users, like where the power has gone, they can feed in, and you just populate all the data instead of going around checking 2,500 lamps.
Okay. Mhm.
And later, the same thing you can, the similar service you can provide to water service, sewage, waste
Yes,
collection,
that is actually the
everybody.
idea. To take it forward in different domains.
Yeah, and also you could look at building it in a decentralized or on a blockchain, and going forward, perhaps even tokenize it for every transaction you start building, and then offer a, a value for if they are willing to share their usage data, they get a little additional revenue in terms of how much power or how much water they consume or how much waste they dispose. So those things can contribute to so
But
many other things.
uh, do you think like this streetlight data can be useful like in other aspect in any sense?
Well, see, first thing is, see, street lights are no more street lights alone, right? Now, we in India are also becoming a country like West. Bangalore today has, see, I live in Bangalore. There are 2.5 lakh cameras in Bangalore,
Mhm.
right? London has 20 million, 20 lakh cameras. So any crime happens, uh, they can map who's where they have moved, how they have moved. It's very easy. So every country is going in that direction. So very soon cameras will come at panchayat levels also. So where will they put it? They won't put separate place. They will all ride onto the same street lamps. So if you have already tapped into the ecosystem infrastructure, the infrastructure will start building more to it.
Mhm. It's nice. Okay. So yeah, then thank you, sir, for your
See,
inputs.
SaaS is
So
good,
I
but you look at decentralized, and also the server
okay.
they kept put it. It can be the same server that can be tapped into for water supply and everything. So that can become a kind of a micro. Uh, what do you call? Uh, what do you call that? Data center.
Uh-huh.
So each
within the
panchayat could have a
panchayat.
micro data center catering to
Okay.
all the data needs of that panchayat. See, the money you make in this app business is very little. If you can look at uh, consulting and building that micro data center and stitching each of the department, you actually can make more money. And once you stabilize this model for one panchayat, you can build on to all the other panchayats. And then your software will have a bigger value because then the money will be bigger. Otherwise, right now, the money is very small.
Mhm. Okay. That's great. So then, sir, I'll proceed with my next idea.
I'm okay. Shreya, is that okay if we can continue with the second one?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
All
I
right.
mean,
Then you also have to take permission from Ashmit. You got.
yeah, because we also have a quiz starting at 5:30. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
if we can take up the next participant, that would be fair for now. Ashwin, are you ready with the presentation? Because I haven't yet received.
Oh, if you have not yet received, let him continue then. Ashmit, send it out fast to Shreya. Yeah, continue, Justin. Maybe let's
Yes, sir.
run it
Sure,
quick.
sure.
Just yeah, continue with the second part.
Ashmit, please send it fast. And anybody else, if you also have a similar challenge, please, you have Shreya's email ID, just send it out to her.
So, I hope my screen is visible.
It is.
So just in case if again my net goes out, then please let me know. So hello everyone. Once again, I'm back with my next project titled Project Dense. And as you guys might have already guessed, it is something. So when you woke up today, what was probably the first thing that you did after like you scroll through your phone and checked your messages? What was the first thing that you did, sir?
You're asking me, well, I actually don't look at my phone for at least an hour after I wake up. So,
That's a
so,
good thing.
so, so that question is not for me.
So
So if you
probably
first thing you do is look into the phone, that's actually sad.
okay. Okay, then after that maybe
Yeah, well,
like
maybe
you might
just
have
to answer,
brushed,
okay, first thing I do is drink water. Yep.
like brush your teeth or maybe drink water. Yes, that's a good thing. And after that, we might have gotten like have a cup of coffee or tea. And when we came back to this presentation, we might have carried a bottle of water with us, right?
Yep.
So these things might seem very silly or something very normal to us. But when you were able to wake up today and when you were able to do such thing, there were 1.4 billion other people on this planet who didn't even have the privilege to have a sip of water. Do you know why? Because of something known as water scarcity. Water scarcity has haunted mankind from the very dawn and is a very big problem in this modern age today. So, like, this is a picture by my very dear friend Satish. So, we all know about the tale of the crow and the water pot. So, like, right now, the crow has just filled the stones and it is able to get water. But in the near future, it has filled the stones up till the brim and it is still not able to get water from it. So many experts even suggest that the third world war will be due to water. So we can think that water scarcity is such a big problem, and here Project Tense is going to solve this problem by harvesting water from air. So let us see how. So like every other origin story out there, so my idea also has an origin story. So basically when I was in my younger days, like around 8th or ninth grade, so on a on a hot summer day, my mother would give me this chilled glass of water, right? And I would notice that there would be water droplets on its surface, and the kid in me, I thought that this is maybe water leaking from the glass or something. But later in science class, I realized that this is actually water around our air itself, which is condensing due to the change in temperature. And also, like every other idea which is inspired from nature, this idea is also inspired from nature. So basically, once again, while I was casually watching the National Geography channel, I stumbled upon this beetle known as the Stenophora gryphilis. So this is a beetle which is found in the Sahara Desert. And when other animals can't even survive in the Sahara Desert, this beetle thrives over there because it has a special hydrophobic and hydrophilic bag which helps it to condense water. So we are also trying to biomimic the same process to harvest water from the air. So basically, this is the prototype. This is its front vertical view, and this is its top view, and this is basically how it rotates. So moving on, let us see working of this. So this is the turbine, and there is a phenomenon wherein the temperature above the ground and the temperature below the ground at 6 to 12 feet of difference, 6 to 12 feet, there is a temperature difference of 8 to 10 degrees. We are trying to exploit this to harvest water. So basically, once we have the vertical turbine setup, we will have a tank, and the tank will have the covering, which is actually similar to what we have biomimicked from the Stenophora gryphilis. So when moist air comes in, the turbine starts rotating, and the air moves down as it is a vertical turbine, and bit by bit, drop by drop, the water starts condensing and the rest of the air moves out. So like this is not the final product, but an idea towards something better, cleaner and efficient. Like it could be implemented with other functionalities as well to maximize its output. And like if you talk about the success rate, I will say that it is a 100%, because let me tell you who will benefit from it. So right now, like billions of people who die today because of the scarcity of water. Like WHO has said that every single minute a poor child in Africa is dying due to water scarcity. Also, right now the whole agricultural sector has been affected by water scarcity. Like every 4 hours, a farmer in Maharashtra is committing suicide due to drought-like conditions, and also the whole flora and fauna around us. So basically, the ultimate vision of this project is to the start of the beginning of a new revolution, basically with no scarcity of water. So like this is some of the awards and prizes which I won, and this project was already funded by the government of Kerala. So we are in prototype. So yeah. So talking about like our business model, yeah, I'll just directly talk to you about that. So basically, the business model that I have. So I hope you got my idea. Hope you liked it as well.
Yeah, I've come across such ideas before, Justin. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good
So
idea.
basically, the thing over here is that my college was in Idiki, which is a district in Kerala. So if you might know that 98% of cardamom production happens in Idiki, in this district.
Okay.
So cardamom, as you might know, it is a very premium crop, and most of the top export happens from this Idiki district. So if you just happen to stumble upon, like maybe if you are going by the sense that the most costly house in India belongs to the richest man in India. So if you go by that sense, if you look at the most costly house in Kerala, it actually belongs to a cardamom farmer and exporter.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
That is how big the cardamom market is. So I have a lot of friends who have cardamom farms, who give out their cardamom farms for to others to farm it. So basically, if you might have noticed the grocery prices over the last 2 years, you might notice that the cardamom prices went up. Okay, and that was because there was like this drought-like condition in Idiki in the last 2 years. So basically, Idiki is such a place. It is very high above the sea level. It has lot of moisture around it, like lot of fog and water vapor around it. But also at the same time, there is no method, like there is no groundwater level for them to dig and collect water. So that is why, because of lack of water, the cardamom crops they failed last year, and farmers faced a huge problem. And also to meet the demands, the prices went up. So our
That's
positioning
also
is
because of afforestation, right? Deforestation. A lot
so
of trees are
that
cut.
might be a different aspect, but particularly in Idiki, this is like the condition. So like in some months they might receive heavy rain, but after like Feb or March there is a lack of rainfall, and also because of this particular condition there might be groundwater, but it is so down in the ground that they are not able to fetch it. and at the same time there is water vapor as well. So we are trying to position it like it perfectly fits the case, like at the cardamom farms to do it. So as of now, we have
Are
like
you
got
running any pilot there?
see, the thing is that the idea right now is that I have the prototype ready with me. So the designing of the turbine was the most particularly difficult part. So it is like a vertical turbine, and there are specifications like the pressure shouldn't change, the temperature shouldn't vary, so many things. And we planned and we have handcrafted the turbine as of now. So I will be very frank. I started this project when I was in my first year of engineering, and I was very naive. And when I put up the budgeting for, like, when I was supposed to get funding, when I put up the budgeting, I put a very small amount for testing because I thought that water testing would be a very simple thing. But later I got to know that even to test, small samples of water, like the full test, it might cost around 18 to 20,000 rupees per test. So basically, the idea is I have the prototype with me. So I will institute it somewhere around near my college. So there are already many cardamom farms around college. Also, I have a lot of friends. So the first prototype, it was tested at my friend's cardamom farm itself. So it was basically to understand if we could get water or not. Is to actually, so basically, my plan is that we will institute this turbine at, let's say, our position, the position that we have currently, or many other positions, and we will record how much water we are getting, what is the quality of water, with the like the temperature variance, like what the weather conditions are, all those variables. And
Have
like I
you
am,
also looked at have you looked at other such projects elsewhere?
I have like done a comparison with them.
Even
So
that very famous Sonam Wangchuk has also done something similar, capturing
yes.
moisture
So
to make water in Leh and Ladakh. There are a few projects in Africa also.
but
So,
like the thing is that most of them, they might use electricity or they might use chemical compounds which might later release some harmful effects. So the main highlight of our project is that first of all it doesn't use any external energy source, and nor does it produce any harmful residue. Like the water that we get, it is directly usable for agricultural purposes.
see, what I remember is there was no external electricity, but okay. Yeah.
Uh, So, like most of them might use some chemical composition to make it. So that is what the idea that I got till now. So basically, what I was saying is that we take all these variables, temperature variables, we take how much water we are generated, the quality of water we are generated. I take all this data, I pre-process it properly, I feed it to a model, and then if like a farmer comes to me, you come to me and say that Justin, I want to institute this at my place. So like how much water can it get me? So, I will take all your historical data from your area, I'll feed it to my system, and the model will predict, and I can say that, sir, so according to the models, according to all the past records we have, this is how much water I could make for you, and this is what we could do. So that is the basic idea that we have. This is the first plan. The second plan is that there is one more, the bottled
So the
water
plan
industry.
is to basically map the moisture level and how much water can be captured from air, and you analyze the data and make it available depending on the region, place, and even the time of the year.
Yes, exactly.
So, and you
So
will sell that as well, and you'll also provide this the whole
yes.
moisture capture system. I don't know what you call it. I'm just saying it.
Water
Yeah.
harvesting systems. The turbine is mean, yeah.
Okay, water harvesting. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the first aspect as I talked. The second one is that while like brainstorming with such a team, there is a bottled packaged bottle company in Todupura, which is again in Idiki. So like they want to get into the premium water segment. So I don't know if you have come to Kerala. If you have, then you might have visited Munnar. If you not, then you should surely visit Munnar. You might have heard of it. So basically, what they are saying is that they are asking for a technology transfer of this. Once I have confirmed, so we will like harvest water from the air in Munnar and sell it as like pure water from the mountains of Munnar. The dews of Munnar, like clean pure water,
Okay.
and target it at the 5-star restaurants in Munnar where only foreigners visit, and also airports in Kochi and Tirunelveli, where foreigners come, market it as a sustainable product, cruelty-free product in the abroad markets. That is the second idea. So they are also ready to take this, technology transfer and everything. They are just saying, Justin, you just complete the testing, tell us how much water you could produce, and we are ready to implement it. So, but the
Well, I think,
been stuck. So that is something I have to figure out right now.
yeah, I think uh, good. All the best. I think this seems good. And see, a lot of these things work at an idea stage, but where when it comes down to business, it needs to be working at a scale. So that is what you need to establish now. So you probably have to break down this project. One is that, okay, you have this product, but product will not sell unless you are able to demonstrate that it can work at scale. And what will be required for scale? For scale, you need to have the data and analysis, because see, if you are able to establish that this works in place A, then the same won't hold good for place B, right? Because it is not at the same longitude, latitude, and height, distance from sea, and so many things, so many aspects, so many factors. So you'll have to look at that. Who next? Ashmit's presentation. You got cut off,
Yes.
Justin.
Yeah, I have Ashmit's presentation. If Ashmit is ready, I'm sharing my screen right now.
Yes, sir. I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, clear, Ashmit.
Okay. Sharing my
I'm-
screen for the presentation. Just a second.
Hello.
Yeah, Justin, we are getting started with Ashmit. So probably you'll
Okay.
have to look at that. I think you got my feedback on the second one, right?
No, sir. I was actually explaining, and I think my net went off. So.
Oh, Justin, we need to go to Ashmit's presentation. I got what you said. I was just
Okay.
giving you feedback that if you want to be looking at scale, you got to park your product idea and you have to get onto the data analysis side. So you'll have to
Uh-huh.
look at mapping. If your next inquiry first is that wherever you are, if you have to do that pilot, you do that exercise, you capture the whole data, and you see that whether it can actually be sustainable proposition for the cardamom planters by using this. So if you are able to establish it, your use case is done. But for you to be able to go to Munnar, this alone will not be enough, because again, the location changes, weather conditions change. So what you'll have to possibly do is that, your product works, you'll have to switch on to a consulting angle, tell them that you'll have to do a data analysis. So for which you can actually bill them, because you have demonstrated the product works, and see that you capture the data and provide that service. And then if it works, you can sell your product also. If it doesn't work, at least you're saving them the whole effort of buying and setting it up and all that for a small fee of consulting.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So I hope you liked it. So, yeah.
Well, it's interesting, Justin. I'd be curious. Let me know what happens
Sure,
once
sure.
you do this and how you're approaching. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
All
Bye.
the best,
Thank you for your.
Justin. Yeah, sure. Is this Ashmit, you're
Yeah,
going to
this
speak about it
is
now?
yeah, this is Ashmit's
Yes, sir.
presentation.
I am ready.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Is
Yeah, very good evening, all of you. Today we are presenting a smart transportation solutions that aim to address daily life struggles of common citizens in India. That is public transportations. Our proposed idea is Rahat Ride, a real-time bus service platform designed for both students and working professionals. Problem in Indian transportation systems are overcrowding buses, lack of real-time info, poor seat ability, unplanned routes and delays, and pollutions and traffic congestions, and time management issues. The Rahat Ride is a smart bus mobility app that service solve and this accident problem. Rahat means comfort and relief. That accident we aim to prove target uses for student and office workers. Main features of Ride are live bus trackings, seat abilities, route info, time alerts, pass system, and mobile app interface. The business model of Rahat Ride is revenue channel for subscription plan for student and employee, partnering with educational institute and companies, and ad promotions offered within the apps. Low cost operations, use of electric or minibus to reduce fuel costs, and technology driving scheduling to save fuel and time. Collaborations tie up with local transport authorities, integrations with smart city program and MSME schemes. Benefit of Rahat rides are for users safe, comfortable and on-time
Ashmit,
commuting.
Ashmit,
Yes,
I
sir.
get what you're saying. I got what your problem statement, your solution, I understood.
Yeah.
Since there are more people want to present, let me just jump in. So tell me, is this for private operator or for government operator?
No, sir. For both. We are planning for students and office employees.
Okay. Which city are you in?
For um, now for basics, villages and local areas at Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh.
Okay. What I understand is Madhya Pradesh is all private operators, right? There is no government service there.
Yes, sir.
So makes sense because see, uh, I live in Bangalore, and what I understand is much of it is available. I mean, it's easy to track even the movement of the bus, timings of the bus, everything is available in Bangalore and even in Karnataka, is what I understand. I've heard from others, I've not personally checked it, but I understand it is there. So if you're talking about Madhya Pradesh and if it is not there, then I think it's a very useful proposition because definitely people need it. And what I understand from my experience of traveling in Madhya Pradesh is that your application has to be in Hindi. So I hope you're looking at making it in Hindi, all the user
Yes, sir.
interface.
We are making in both the languages and local language if possible.
If possible, matlab, it is possible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you have to do it because if you are making that facility available for a common man to use, then you need to be having it in local language. So, so I think that's a good service. Uh, but again, it involves multiple components, right? You need to uh, you need to first of all, your first network or first stakeholder that you need to have as a partner is the fleet owner, fleet operator. And because it's private in Madhya Pradesh, there are multiple fleet operators. Within one region, there may be few, and then every region there'll be few. So you will have to pick one pilot and one place, and then see who are the operators there and see how many you are able to onboard and how do you propose to onboard in terms of them having to have a GPS device plugged into it, and ideally it needs to have a standalone battery not plugged into their battery because most of these buses are very old, so they're fairly poorly maintained. So you need to figure out how do you keep track of that. So if you actually give mobile phone to every bus driver so that you will be able to track based on the mobile phone, then the complexity will be the bus drivers' consistency when they quit. So,
Yes,
so
sir.
you have a lot of operational complications in this. Uh, Whereas many of the city buses get away because today most of the buses come with this infrastructure and it's only the other software infrastructure, a software dashboard, those things also are available, but just integrating into uh, any other app becomes easy. It's more an API play there, but here you have to do everything
Yes, sir.
and you
Yes,
will
sir.
have to really evaluate. See, there is a need for it, but you have to really evaluate whether that need and the cost it takes, can you justify it? It looks like you may need this to be a social initiative where you actually propose to do it, and uh, because you can't be charging too much. Whom are you going to charge? Because today in Karnataka, passenger doesn't pay anything,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I know.
right? They just
Delhi
see it.
also.
So for you, who will you charge? How will you monetize it? And whoever invests in it, how do they get the returns for it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And also, after you do all these things, the government is already pushing aggressively on electric adoption. So in
Yes, sir.
next
We
15
we
years, none
using
of the
electric
diesel buses will be
minibuses
there.
also.
Sorry?
We uses electric buses also.
Correct. So electric buses already have GPS, they already are
Yeah,
tracked.
yeah.
So only thing is you need another platform to push the data and capture the data here. So just
Uh,
think through, this is a good use case from a need point of view, but is there an opportunity for you to be doing it as a business? It is a problem, but how it is, this a long-standing problem that demands you to be starting this kind of a business? You need to really evaluate that. See,
yes,
I
sir.
would say if you have a runway for next 10 years, this problem is going to be there, then do it. If you think next 5 years, then you will take 2 years to stabilize itself. Then that for 3 years, is it really worth doing all that heavy weight? Because this is, you'll have to lift a lot of heavy weight now for the next 2 years.
This plan is we planning only for Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh not. We after that we go to multiple cities.
I understood, Ashmit, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you need to really evaluate that how long it would take for you to be able to service whole of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh itself, right? And what would it take for you to implement it from a cost standpoint, and how much of profits will you be able to make out of it? Right?
Yes, sir.
Operational challenges are far too many. So only then go to every other place. So if you're saying that rural need is high, then I assume that you want to go to every region, every depot where bus depots are there, so that it caters to whatever the zones you need to be able to tackle it. How many depots are there in Madhya Pradesh?
Depots above 150.
So, so you will have to be able to have touch point in all the 150 depots. So how long do you think you will need to cover all of this?
Cover for 2 years.
2 years. And have you mapped out what kind of investments you will require to equip each of the buses? How many buses are there?
Not sure. Minimum private buses are across 80 buses
80,
at
80.
my area. At
Huh.
my area.
See, my understanding is Madhya Pradesh, 100% of buses are private.
Yes, 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 sir.
So it's a large state, but lesser population. But you would still have at least 5, 6,000 buses?
Yeah, yeah.
No, you will have more.
Yes, sir. Government buses also.
No, government doesn't own any more buses. They've all contracted it out. Madhya Pradesh
Yeah,
does
yeah.
not own. Madhya Pradesh has only admin staff. They no longer have drivers, conductors. They don't own any more buses. So everything is contracted out. So if you go to all the contractors, I think Madhya Pradesh, for the size of it, may have about 20,000, 30,000 buses.
Yes, sir.
But what is the
Half
investment?
of 70% bus are for out of status.
Okay, 30% that comes down to.
Yeah.
So let's say if you said 30,000 buses, uh, okay, let's say 6,000 buses you need, 5,000 buses is your target.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
what is the cost per bus? Have you worked it out?
Yes, sir. Minimum two, 2 crore, 2 CRs.
2 CR for?
We are not confirmed. We have to make apps also, no?
No, no. How much? What is the per unit cost? I'm asking. Oh, you have not really worked out the details, right?
No, not sure.
See, my suggestion, Ashmit,
Yes,
you
sir.
you have a development cost, you have a per bus hardware cost. On average run in a city is anywhere between 100 to 200 kilometers. At best 150, average is taken 120 to 150 is the max city buses run anywhere in India. So you work it out for that kilometer run and what is the battery capacity and what is the GPS device that you want to go with, or how, what is the model, whether are you going with a phone or you going with an independent device, and you put a cost to it and there is a software cost to it. So if you think all of it put together is 2 crore, I'm not really sure because how many buses are you looking at from a hardware standpoint? And then how do you propose to use that data? Because again, like one of the previous conversations, data security is a key aspect here. And this is also pertaining to public data because it's public are using that buses. So you may still need Madhya Pradesh Transport Corporation's permission from a point of capturing the data and utilizing the data because buses are operated under the license of the Madhya Pradesh Transport Corporation. So you still need their involvement. So you need to map out everything. So stakeholders, government will also be a stakeholder because there is data play here. So you work it out, do your due diligence properly and see there is money in it first.
Yes, sir.
If there is no money, you're a smart guy, you're able to think such a complex situation, you can think of so many other things. There is money to be made for sure, but just make sure that you cater to so many system. There is government agency involved, there's private players are involved, then hardware is involved, and that if you are taking that hardware cost, then operational complexities are involved, and then providing the dashboard to the users, the depot, I mean, the private fleet owners at the depot, and to the government and to the citizens.
Yes, sir. So,
So work it out,
so
work out
what
the whole thing.
next step we have to do?
Yeah, sorry.
So what next steps we have to do for
See,
this
my
project?
my suggestion is that first you do a scenario mapping. Use
Okay.
a scenario of one particular depot, one city. Even one city will have multiple depots, right?
Yeah,
At
yeah.
least a big city will have multiple depot. If you are picking a smaller city where there is one depot, you pick one depot, see the run, and see how many buses, how do they travel. First, you capture everything on your book, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
then you translate to see how do they operate, what are their current SLAs. See, because even as an operator, they are required to give SLAs to the government as a operator, as a service provider. What kind of report are they submitting? Get a view to it. Go to the government department and ask. If they don't give you that, you can write an RTI application. India is one of the countries, or perhaps only country, or only few countries, where you can get any public information on an RTI.
Yes, sir.
So get that report, just see how are they publishing, what are they furnishing as the data, how relevant, useful are they, and where is the scope for you to provide, and also see what are the SLAs, what are the penalizing clauses, because if there are some other penalty associated with that, then private operator may not allow you to do that because that will bring in transparency of operation to the government agencies, which may hurt their business. So for that, there may be resistance. So you have to map out, are there resistance to it? If there are resistance to it and if there is likely to be bringing in transparency, then you should not be going and selling it to them. You should be going and selling it to government and get government to make it a mandate that they should have it. So once the government makes it an order, then you say that you are one of the approved vendors and you have all these things ready and they will come to you. So you have to figure out what are the touch points, what are the hurdles, So, so first you map out these things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, all the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, who next?
Yes, so
Vanama, it's up to you, Vanama.
it's
Vamsi.
almost 5:30. We can start with the quiz round
5
and
minutes.
post
Just
that.
see, 5 more minutes. Tadiva has something. So let's
Yeah,
just
okay,
quickly.
sure. Okay.
Tadiva, it'll be short. Go for it fast.
Okay, sir. Uh,
So if you can
sir,
speak, it's okay.
is it visible, sir?
It is visible.
Okay, thank you very much. So, sir, my project is about to tackle the challenges which are being experienced by marginal farmers, right, and small-scale farmers who are enthusiastic about aquaculture. So, what I've seen is like aquaculture is going higher and it is developing new systems. They are not being introduced to the marginal farmers only. So my idea is to set up a hub, an aquaculture hub, which will be called Aquabait Smart Hubs. And this hub is going to bring income to the marginal farmers. And the problem statement, as you can see here, we are going to reduce water pollution and the degradations, and also those fish farming practices, the current practices, they do not generate any income. So I would aspire to create a hub, a decentralized hub, which will be using the current fish farming system, such as the biofloc fish farming. And we are going to set up a biofloc system ourselves and start producing fish. Then, as we produce fish, we are going to generate income. And we are also going to train the young entrepreneurs and also those who will graduate from colleges, especially agricultural students. We are going to train them so that they can also set up their own biofloc systems in the rural and marginal areas. So that is, as you have said, I should just take a few minutes. That is basically what I intend to do. And right now we have started to build an application which will be acting as a dashboard for monitoring the functioning. Since we are going to harness the AI and technology into these systems, we are preparing an app in which farmers can communicate, and also ourselves, we can be able to manage our systems and our hubs. And as soon as we start the first hub and start having some income, going to move, especially to colleges. For example, right now, I've already spoken with our TBI team and also some authorities, and they can allow me to implement this project in the college itself. And therefore, the college will become the first stakeholder, especially here, there are a lot of international students which rely on fish for relish, and they are going to purchase those. And that way we can make it a business and grow in implementing an aquabait hub in each district, such that the marginal farmers, the entrepreneurs can be assisted in a better way to farm and produce fish. That is my idea. So
I
in
think it's
summary,
a
say
great
that
idea,
is
Tadiva.
what I intend.
Am I
Yes.
getting your name correct?
Yes, sir. That is it, sir.
Okay. Which part of India are you from?
I'm from Andhra Pradesh, sir, Vignan University.
You're from Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Tadiva, what I understand is that there are government schemes for this, right? And
Yes,
then
sir.
there are also fisheries college is also there.
Yes, sir.
So they would have done a study of what are the fish that are in demand locally. In fact, on a daily basis, I live in Bangalore. Fish from Andhra Pradesh comes to Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
They are brought in containers, tankers. In fact, people
Yes, sir. Yes,
who are
sir.
bringing even live fish in the tanker,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right? So this is a good proposition. A lot of complexities are there, my suggestion is that you need to have this technology side of it for your incubator to uh, support you, because if you just say fisheries, they'll say go to fisheries college. So given that you need to have AI and other tech offerings, you
Yes,
keep
sir.
building it,
Yes,
but
sir.
on a ground level, you need to go understand what are the complexities of it from an operational standpoint, and then see. And there are also many people who did business, many of them exited it. So you need to talk to
Yes,
people.
sir.
If you just do a Google, you will find a lot of people. I may be able to even connect you to somebody in Bangalore who came from technology space, who thought like you, he will just bring a technology solution, eventually had to get into the operations, and he became a
Yes,
point
sir.
of reference from the fisheries department to anybody who wanted to get into that. For some time, I was also on the board of that company. So, so that's how I got
Okay,
a
sir.
lot more viewed to this business. So
Okay, sir.
you need to look at what are the complexities, get to understand the operations. See,
Okay,
don't
sir.
just become a, everything can be solved with computers. No, the
Okay, sir.
applications, see, I'm a big advocate of technology, but you need to have ground level understanding, and then you will be able to apply the technology better. So since you are the founder, please go understand the whole supply chain, what are the challenges at each stage, and
Okay, sir.
then there are data available with the fisheries department. Go and talk to them. Some of the
Okay, sir.
fisheries department, I mean, at least in Karnataka, I have interacted with. They just know, they know what fish sells better. So you actually can even pick specific fish, and that's what end of the day entrepreneurs have to sell what sells, right? So you might as well
Yes,
focus
sir.
on breeding what sells. So you look at understand the whole thing. Once you have a better understanding, you'll be able to apply things better.
Yeah, okay, sir.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your feedback, sir. It was such a helpful feedback. Thank you, sir.
All right. All the best, Tariva. Shreya, all
Thank
yours.
you.
Oh,
Oh, there is
uh,
one more Ishan wanted. Maybe after the quiz, Ishan.
okay. Yeah, sure, Ishan. We'll still have 20 minutes post the quiz has ended, so we can take it up after that. I'll just revisit the instructions of the quiz. So it's a timed form, and post your starting, uh, post 10 minutes, no responses would be accepted. And the fastest 5 responses with all the correct answers will be winning Amazon vouchers worth rupees
So they are
500.
supposed to respond in the chat room, is it?
No, no. So there's a Microsoft form which I'll be floating. They're supposed to respond to that.
Ah,
And please be as fast and as accurate as possible to be in the top 5. Okay. So I have made myself clear, and my colleague is circulating the Microsoft form. Uh, you can start responding to it as soon as it's there in the chat box. It's there. Yeah.
so Shreya, you'll
So
need me around. I'll
yeah, right. The form closes around 5:47 p.m.
okay.
So that's
I'll
when
I'll
we'll finish
just
the session.
be around. I'll come back and turn on my mic and camera at 5:47. Okay.
Sure, sure. Yeah, sure, sir. Okay, guys, I'm assuming all of you have filled out the MS form that's shared for the quiz. Is anybody still left? Who would want to go for the BMC presentation next? Can you please be ready and text your name in the chat?
So Ishan wanted, right?
Yeah, welcome back, sir. So we have received the responses to the quiz and the time is also over. Thanks a lot to all the participants for such quick and prompt responses. And we will be disclosing the results in the upcoming week. And it's going to take about a week's time for the vouchers to reach to the winners. But the results will be declared by Monday. Yeah, and now we can get ahead with the presentations.
So Ishan, you want to? So prior to that, Vanama Vamshi. So whoever.
Who would want to go next with the BMC presentation? Okay, I'm assuming we have no other presenter. Do we have any further queries, doubts that you might want to put forward?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I would like to direct my question to say, I would love his assistance on how I can prepare a prototype for this idea of mine, about the fiction. How can I have a prototype? Should I construct the system itself? Because it might not be possible to design and implement a system that will not be a prototype. So I'm confused which kind of prototype should I put in place?
Well, first thing is, where do you live, Tariwa?
So right now I'm staying we college hostel, sir.
No, which city?
Gundu, sir. Andhra Pradesh, Gundu. Padlaman,
Guntur.
Gundu.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know if Guntur has fisheries college. Is there a fisheries college there?
Fish college, no, sir, but just some small fishing fish farms, sir.
Okay. So maybe to start with, you could map out what kind of fish farms are there, what are grown, where are they selling, how are they selling. Try to understand the whole cycle,
Okay.
right? And also look
Yes.
up online and try connecting with the fisheries department to check, because see, it's not. It is possible that technically you can grow anything anywhere, but then the cost of growing becomes very high, if the natural environment is not suitable. So
Okay, yeah.
the best case is that if the people have land and if they can just put water into it and get the fish, they should be able to breed. So you need to figure out
Yes.
what kind of fish will grow where and in what
Okay.
environment, right? What are the additional
Okay, sir.
costs that are required? So one, you need to talk to the fish farms which are already in business, understand what are the challenges they have, right? When you are looking at this as an opportunity, hear them out. They are already doing it. So how are they doing it? What are the challenges? And also understand what does the data suggest, right? What does the fisheries university folks tell? Which region, what is better? And what are the commercial crops in that? What kind of fish gets consumed where? See, there may be
Yes,
a
sir.
big demand in some other city, but what is the cost of transporting? See, what I understand is that the live fish obviously always has a better value if you ship it. I mean, if you send it on a container, but to send them on a container, majority of them die because it keeps shaking. So what they do is
Yes, sir.
that they actually put a lot of medication to put them to sleep, right? And then they move.
Okay.
And then once they put it, captured back in one place, when they arrive, then again it takes 2 days for them to come out of it. So there's a process that needs to be followed. So there is a
Okay.
cost of movement, medication, and need to understand what could be the side effects. Because, in the process of giving fresh, what if you're feeding poison, right? So it should not, or then
Yes,
it
sir.
could have a loss. You could lose the fish itself if you don't follow the process. So to follow all that, what kind of money is there? Is there sufficient demand? So you got to understand where is the market, what are the opportunities, map it out, and try identifying all the gaps in it. See, once you have it, whatever the technology component you're talking about is fairly easy to build. But first, map out the whole industry, whole market. I think that should be the first step.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Guys, we have 5 more minutes for the session. So,
That's okay, Sean, but if you want to speak without sharing anything, it's okay. Just unmute, speak.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Uh, my name is Ishan, sir, and I would like to propose my idea about the startup. And my team is trying. Name is Eight, and we are trying to make a product which is like a sachet. Uh, uh, my problem statement is rising academic and workplace pressure is pushing students and professionals to physical and mental exhaustion. The common solutions like coffee and energy drink causes drink spikes followed by crashes and poor sleeps and anxiety. While society normalizes overworking without mental support systems, there is a rising level of stress, burnouts, and sleep deprivation among students and young professionals. Our users are and school going students, office workers, and remote professionals and young professionals. In the world that runs on deadlines, pressures, and sleepless nights, it is the go to the fuel for our mind. We have developed a precision formulated powder, a blend that quicks to repair and lights on the body and engineered to deliver clean and lasting mental performance without the typical crash. Our solution combines natural nootropics, adaptogens, and science-backed compounds that works in harmony to enhance focus and clarity. Caffeine is equal to crash and jitters, and caffeine plus L-theanine and other research ingredients is our product. We lived in the world that does not slow down, where the student burn midnight oils and creator chase a deadlines and professional joggers takes late into the night. Our project is a science-backed and precision formulated and well-reserved support powder. Coffee is the morning ritual, but we are building for some mentally expecting times where coffee can only work as an placebo, but it can work legitly. We are so that's our thought about our product. Can you help us for more? I have just read my slides. Sorry for poor connection, sir. It's raining here, so
No,
we
no,
it's again reconnecting.
no, not a problem. So basically, you are proposing an alternate energy drink. Is that correct in my understanding?
Yes, sir. It's like very less transparency in energy drinks, and caffeine causes very crashes and jitters in day-to-day life. Uh, it is okay for 1 or 2 days, but if we try to do our like students in examination sessions or seasons, they have to do it for weeks, more than weeks. I am a medical student, so I have to I have a session more than months, Viva and something. It makes us palpitating feeling, and I, others. I will say it like it will just crash, and I like to skip this crash in any way. So I started this idea because it's very formulated, problematic.
Well, Ishan, so you're a medical student, so you understand the complexity of uh, being able to uh, make any food, any recommendation for this kind of a thing, right? Uh, you understand is that you need to go through the whole lab test, everything. You understand the cycle of from your idea to bring it to
Yes,
the
sir.
market, what it takes.
It's just a research-backed formula.
No, but uh, it better be research backed. But you have you filed the papers? I mean, have you if you have published the paper, have
Yes, sir. I have researched the papers, and I think it is in foreign, but not in India. Not today is not in India. In outside out of the country, it is the way of skipping the crash,
okay, but
and it
then
is a legend. I have
then
seen in many research, and I also have discussed with my seniors about this.
okay, but then so potentially it's a patented product also, right? If it is there elsewhere in the world, they may have patents for it. So
No,
if
sir, I
you
don't think so. It's not patent still.
you will have to check that, because if it is well backed, if it is already in the market, in the Western market, first thing the okay, you didn't say West. I'm just saying it. Is this a developed market where you are talking about, or it's not in a developed market? You there, Ishan?
So it is Western USA.
Yeah. See, first thing they do is patents, and if there is a market, then in fact, law firms, even if you are the inventor, you don't have the money, the firms will file the patent on your behalf, and they will put themselves as a joint owner because they take the cost. So, so most of the IPs there are either inventor owned or joint owned by the law firms or lawyers. So you better check about the patents, and you also have to check if they can license it to India, or you will have to work on see if you can develop it, by employing a different process or changing some components, whatever. You'll have to check those things first.
Yes,
And
sir. We
also
are
you
trying
need to
some
check
minor
whether
things.
they are good for Indian conditions as well, because see, our dietary habits are different. We live in a different zone, and by and large, food habits are different. So, so you really have to check, because see, There was a time when everything that was applicable in West India was adopting, and we made mistakes like that. But now people have realized it. So you have to check now itself before you actually employing it as is.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to fix these minor problems and patency issues.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
think
sir.
that's the first one. You got to check whether you can actually do business with that. And if you still see there is a better opportunity here, you'll have to see whether you can go around the patent, since I don't know, you may need good backing. If not, you can actually just reach out to them and say that you understand the value of that product here, and just take license for India. That would be the easiest way you can do it. And most of these Western businesses, or most of any businesses anywhere in the world, are very happy to work with India, because we just have the numbers, we give the scale. So they'll be happy to work. And also, most of the Western economies are really down, struggling. So in India, we even have money. For something else, I'm speaking to somebody in Korea, and Korea rate of lending is lesser. I was thinking we'll get money from Korea to here, which the Korean banks are open to look at funding India. But Korean companies are looking at India because some of them are not even getting capital there. So, but they have the technology. So they are looking at coming to India. So India right now becomes an easy case. So if you actually reach out to them and are able to convince them that, then they may give you the license. And with that license, you'll be able to raise money here to go to market.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the best, Ishan.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Shreya.
Yeah, we have reached the end minute of the session, and I thank all the participants who have participated, attended, and I also thank you, sir, for delivering such an impactful session. And we look forward to collaborating.